Yo, yo, what's going on, everybody? Salute, salute. It's your boy T Dot coming back at y'all again with another video. Yeah, make sure y'all like and subscribe. And oh man, if you missed that DJ Cypher last night, you missed a real good one. Because Ray was dropping some real bullish alpha, and he also was dropping some knowledge too at the very beginning, which I'm about to get into. Alright? But that alpha though, I know you guys, everybody love alpha, so I'm gonna touch up on that alpha a little bit in this video. But really, what I want you to do is tune into that DJ Cypher. But as you know, the alpha was about drip, drop, draw. But really, what I want to make this video about is that knowledge he dropped, because it really stuck out to me, and it reminded me of something too. I mean, if you want the full message, I mean, as you can see, Gillie the Kid, you could. If you already know who Gillie is, you already know. $1 million worth of game. They always spitting game. But for Ray to pull this, you know it was something. But anyway, like I said, if you wanna hear the full message of that, just tune into the DJ Cypher. But for those who did watch it and you up to speed, man, like I said, this really it stuck out to me, and it reminded me of something that happened a while back in this community when what was that, when Animal Farm was first was first about to be relaunched, right? Now around that time, as everybody know, we had crazy delays. That's where the 3 minutes or whatever the fuck, 3 something, whatever, I forget 3 days, 3 minutes, whatever. But that's where all those jokes came from. But there was a corner of people crying out like, yo Ray, yo Ray, why you not saying nothing to Forex about yada yada? Why you ain't criticizing? Like why you not stepping out and saying why y'all? And listen, man. And this is one thing that, like, I'm gonna wait for Ray to speak on this though, because like he said, you know, it's a lot of history that went on, and it ain't just crypto. Like guys grow up, they, you know, like we guys from the streets, to keep it blunt, you know. So we got a different moral code than a lot of people have. And then there's other things that, you know, like when I actually met Ray, that built that morality and integrity. But other than that, I mean, one thing that I noticed from that experience is that not a lot of people came from a background where they were a part of some type of structure, or they had some type of order, you know. Like for me, like as a youngin', when I was growing up Brooklyn, New York, like I was probably 11 years old when I first joined the gang. So I already understood, like, yo, there's structure. You know, you like there's certain things that, you know, you gotta fall in line with. And then one thing you don't want to do is speak bad against somebody that's a part of your squad. You never downplay nobody that's a part of your squad, especially publicly. If there's anything that need to be said, it's going to be said behind closed doors, you know. And I mean, the same this principle, it goes all throughout life, like regardless of what it is. Like if you're a part of a team, you're not supposed to talk bad. Like you're not supposed to have any negative words about anybody on your team. You're not supposed to downplay anybody. You're not supposed to throw anybody under the bus. You're not supposed to throw no dirt on nobody's name. That's like, if we all a team, you're not supposed. That's something that you just not supposed to do. And a lot of people was wondering why people like Ray wasn't saying too much. And it's like, yo, look, listen. If I do say something to the men, it's not gonna be in front of y'all. And people don't understand that. And then now let's move. You know, let's fast forward to today, where I got a lot of videos so far that I released. Well, I wouldn't even say a lot, but I got a couple videos that I released where I'm speaking out against other YouTubers doing something similar, where they basically fud in their own bag. These supposed to be guys that's a part of the community, but they fud in their own bag. And it's like, yo, why would you do that? And like I said, that little bit of game that Ray shared with us, it hit that, you know, that light switch for me. It's like, oh yeah, I gotta remember, these people, they not from where I'm from. They don't think like how I think, you know. And where I'm from, Like if we got a squad, if it's a team of us, like 4 or 5 guys, whatever it is, it ain't never really that big. But let's say it's a team of us, and let's say we pushing work or whatever it is, right? Now, if I go around and it's like, yeah, I tell a custody that the work ain't really all that, whatever. Yeah, this ain't it. But we got some better shit or whatever. I don't know, whatever. Not even to be getting all into that lane, but let's just leave it at that face value. What you think gonna happen? Cussies ain't gonna buy from me. They ain't gonna buy from the other guys in my squad. So what's gonna happen? They gonna go to somebody else, right? And then what's gonna happen when my guys found out that I was the one telling the cussies that the shit ain't it? They gonna be upset. They gonna be pissed. They gonna be like, yo, bro, what you doing, bro? That's our bread. That's how we pay our bills. You feel me? So it's like, you know, people come from different walks of life, and not everybody is gonna understand things the way you understand, and they're not gonna look at things the way you look at things, right? Because like I said, I was 11 years old when I first joined the gang, and I had a lot to learn then. Growing up, got myself entangled in a lot of other things, you know. For those who know, like I grew up in the 90s, so that was like the end of the era of all that, like that God body stuff, like you see like all that what is the 5% Nation? Like I grew up around a lot of those guys. So you can only imagine all that Peace God, Wu-Tang stuff. Yeah, I grew up around a lot of that too. But I was a youngin' though. So you can only imagine the type of structure, the type of order, the type of discipline them guys instilled in people like me. And a lot of people, they just didn't grow up with that background, man, and they just don't know what it's like. A lot of people, they just, you know, they went to school, they had their parents around, whatever. The most organized anything they ever been in was probably a sports team at their school. You know, other than that, they never really been a part of anything. So it's kind of understandable. You got a lot of guys that fall astray, but it is what it is, you know. Once we get this thing turned back around, we're going to see where everybody's heart is at. But now to touch up a little bit on that alpha that was dropped, though, because I know that's what y'all want to hear. So what we learned is that Drip Drop Draw is actually going to be the L2 contract. Yeah. So I've been speculating about that. I ain't want to say too much about that because I got a little bit of word about it. It wasn't 100%. But I was definitely speculating about, you know, this new, what I was calling at the time, the Reap Thou initiative, but now we know it to be Drip Drop Draw. I was already speculating for that to be the L2, but it actually just been confirmed. Like I said, like if you want more info on this, your best bet is just to tune into the DJ Cypher, because I'm only going to give you a rough summary. But yeah, so now we know that Drip Drop Draw is actually going to be at L2. You know, the contract is actually going to be done by like next week sometime, maybe another 2 weeks, give or take. Is you already know this thing, you know, we can't expect any absolutes, but we already know the L2 contract is almost done. The UI is almost done, and it's gonna also be a 2-part launch. So the first part is actually gonna be for the faucet, and then the second part is gonna be for the reservoir. And then this whole thing is gonna get integrated in a new Drip UI. So we're gonna have a separate website for Drip Drop Draw, but it's gonna be integrated into the new UI. Now, this is not to say that the new UI is coming out at the same time. We don't know when we don't have an absolute for the new UI, but there's a possibility. There's a great possibility that you could see the new UI drop sometime around when Drip Drop Draw come out, because they're somewhat not one and the same, but they got a lot to do with each other, and they all revolve around the L2. We focus on this L2. Now, for the L2 though, I want to make this known because I see a lot of people asking questions. They want to know, is there going to be a migration? What do we have to do to prepare for the L2? And you don't have to do a thing. You don't have to do anything at all to prepare for the L2 except for be ready. You know, because The L2, for the guys that's new to the crypto scene, L2 is just a layer on top of what's already set. So you'll have the traditional faucet, and then you'll have the L2, and you have the option to engage with whichever one you want. And of course, as we know, the L2 is going to revolve around drip drop draw, so it's going to be an incentive to actually go into the L2. So keep that in mind. And as time progresses, within the next few days, next few weeks, or however have you, up until the launch, we're going to get alpha drop almost daily. So stay tuned. You never know. You might see some alpha over here that you might not hear anywhere else. You might see some alpha on Driptopian channel. You know, it's going to get spread out. We're going to leave some clues out there for y'all. We're going to have a little something for y'all to, you know, but it's all going to be in the tone of, you know, keeping that bullish community sentiment. You feel me? It's all about being bullish for the community, because as Ray said, we about to transition Drip into a complete community operated project. Once this L2 come out, and that's another thing, you know, a part of the alpha that, you know, needs to be highlighted a little more. Drip is about to go through a complete evolutionary change, but it's still going to be the same. Now, I'm going to try to make some sense of this, because we already know, well, for the OGs, we already know Drip is a community ran project. It's community operated. You know, there's no dev fees. Like, it's just straight community. Anything that happens, anything that Forex do is a plus here on out. Because if you read, as I showed in one of my other videos, if you read the white paper for the Drip roadmap, it tells you straight up, Drip is a complete protocol. It's a complete project. So anything extra, anything else coming out from Forex, that's a plus. That's extra. So what we about to do is we about to really like fully make this, you know, as you can see from Forex ordaining guys, the Reap DAO. He get, well, like I said, y'all gotta peep the DGen cipher, but basically Forex did was he gave the keys. Well, not the keys, of course, as in the wallet, but he gave the keys to the WIT. You feel me? He gave the keys to the Reap DAO and told them, yo, y'all do y'all thing with the L2. Let me see what y'all do. And this is the first step to this really becoming a community ran project. All right. And as I said, more alpha is about to come. Y'all got to stay tuned for that. Just to give y'all a little insight, I don't want to give too much, but just one of the things that Ray already touched upon was the fact that you could use Drip, BUSD, or BNB to purchase tickets for the Drip Drop Draw. So if you've seen the original layout when we first was calling it Drip Lottery, it's not, like I said, it's not necessarily going to be that. It's a lot of things that's going to be in the works. But if you ask me, this right here, where you could use Drip, BUSD, or BNB, this is going to be bullish. And again, tune into that DGen cipher so you could get more information on what's going on with this. Because trust me, you're going to want to get the in-depth breakdown. And as time roll out, you know, more info is going to drop. But yeah, man. So far, everything is looking bullish, sounding bullish. All we need is the community to come together, because ultimately that's what got us to the all-time high. As a matter of fact, let me see something. What the hell? Oh, there we go. I'll let that load up, y'all. But yeah, as we seen, you know, that run up. As a matter of fact, I wanna make note of something real quick. Because yeah, we got Drip Drop Draw coming, we got Scratchies coming, Dogs Roulette, we got a whole bunch of stuff coming, right? And everybody is pushing utility. We need more utility. But let me ask y'all a question real quick. What utility we have right here? What utility we have? The faucet? The reservoir? We ain't see mana farm until around here somewhere, something like that, right? We ain't see animal farm until around here somewhere, going towards the all-time high. So what utility we had over here that brought us there? Matter of fact, how about this right here where they start with the $32.04? What utility we had that brought us to $32.04 from a launch price of around $2-3? What utility we had? I ain't even gonna answer that for y'all, because I'm gonna just let y'all think about that. So what utility we had that brought us here? Think about that for a second when you start trying to put pressure on Forex or the community to do something, or like I said in my recent, and again, I'm not, as Ray dropped that game, I'm not trying to hold anybody else accountable, but we still got to be a little realistic though at the end of the day, right? The only reason why we looking at the price the way it is today is because people saying not to buy drip, and that's just a fact. Like, that's just keeping it 100, because around here we ain't had that issue. Everybody was saying about, well, not everybody, of course you had some haters, but for the most part nobody had a problem buying drip, and we ain't really have much utility besides the faucet and the reservoir. Nobody really had no issue before. So why all of a sudden everybody got an issue? Why everybody pushing? I mean, I get it. I want utility also. It gives us more to do without drip. But I'm just stating the obvious right now. Right? What did we have here that made this happen, but we can't do it again? I don't know, man. Something don't seem right. And as I said, it got a lot to do with these guys saying, you know, don't buy. Now is not the good time. Wait for it to stable or whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know. See little spikes. But guys are still saying don't buy. So, I mean, what you think gonna happen? Guys not gonna buy. Y'all gotta think about that. Right here, what utility we had. Right here, what utility we have. But this happened. So think about that, guys. Alright. And now while y'all think about that, go watch that DJ Cypher, man. I'm telling you, you're not gonna regret it. It's a lot of info in there. You guys gonna love it, man. Alright, but for now, I'm about to head out. You guys can enjoy the rest of your day. I might drop another little something, you know. Channel coming together. Let's see some channel coming together. You guys are showing some support. I'm trying to get past that 200, guys. I got that 190 resistance. Y'all gotta help me get past 200 views, man. But anyway, yeah, this T Dot and I'm out. Y'all enjoy your day. Later.